I was on a photo shoot recently at a restaurant when the owner said something to me that honestly kind of caught me off guard. He said, "Tony, I don't need a stupid video," which is interesting because creating videos is literally one of the things I do for a living. So it's a restaurant, and I'm setting up lights and stuff, and I get in a conversation with the owner. It's kind of a higher end place. And I said, "So we're just shooting food photography today?" He said, "Yeah, I don't need a stupid video." And he seemed almost agitated. I said, "A stupid video?" He said, "Yeah, my marketing people have been after me to shoot some video content as well, but just photos is fine, because this just is not that kind of place." And I said, "Well, what do you mean?" He said, "Well, look, I've been running this for years, and my customers know me. I've had people come in here for years. My regulars, they know me. We've had conversations. I know what they're talking about, my marketing people, when they suggest these videos. I've seen them, shots of the restaurant and the servers serving the food and my chefs cooking and all those cool shots. I mean, those are cool and everything, but I don't need that. It's not that kind of place. I built this restaurant on referral and reputation." I said, "Hey, you know what? You're right. You don't need a stupid video." For those of you who know me, know that one of the things I do for a living is creating stupid video, right? But no, I could tell that this guy, he knew the value of marketing, obviously, because we're there shooting photos at his restaurant for his website and social media. So I knew he knew the value of that. But when it came to video, I think he just wasn't thinking about it correctly. And so I asked him, I said, "Look, I bet when you're open, I bet you go tableside, don't you? And you greet your customer and thank them for coming and all that good stuff." And he said, "Oh, Tony, that's exactly what I'm talking about. That's the thing, is I'm on the floor all the time, and because I appreciate them choosing to come to my restaurant, this means everything to me. And so I demonstrate that every day. I go tableside and I meet these people, and that's the thing. We've formed relationships over the years, and I said, I bet they then go out in the community feeling so good about you and your restaurant and knowing the history and everything behind your restaurant. And I bet they tell other people." And he said, "Yeah, that's the thing. They refer people, and I get a lot of ongoing business that way." I said, "That's really awesome. You know the value of marketing, but I know that you perhaps value even more connection. Because that's what we're talking about here. You make connections with your customers, meaningful connections." He said, "Yes, see, you get it." He is right. I do get it. It's been at the core of my message for quite some time. It's all about connection. In fact, if you go to my website, TonyThompsonProductions.com, you'll see a video on there that I've been up for a few years now, because it's at the core of my message. It's all about connection. And I think that's becoming increasingly more and more true as we go into this AI age and everything, that our connection with each other is becoming increasingly more important. Now, him calling it stupid video, I think was, what I heard there was a frustration with marketing, and because he's really talking about flashy kind of marketing videos to get attention and capture the vibe of a brand. And there's definitely a place for that. But also, a lot of business people are frustrated with social media. The look at me, look at me, look at me, hey, look at me, excuse me, look at me, hey. It's just the look at me of social media can be pretty exhausting at times. I think he was a little frustrated with that. But we talked some more, and I think I kind of changed his thinking about it a little bit. I think there were just aspects of it and uses for video that he hadn't perhaps thought of, because again, it's all about marketing all the time and getting attention, when really he values connection. And yeah, so we talked a little about, how he could reach many more people, and that thing about going tableside and actually meeting his customers face to face could be multiplied tenfold. More people could get to know him than just the ones that come through his door. And he was very passionate about his business. So maybe he'll take my advice. Who knows? Maybe he'll hit me up to do some video work. Which I told him, even if you don't hire me to do it, whip out your cell phone and start connecting with people on social media and stuff, telling them about you and the history of your restaurant or whatever. Start creating some content with some depth to it and expressing what's important to you and what you value. And you'll find like-minded people and connect with them, because it's all about connection. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much all I've got to say about that today. If this is your first time meeting me, my name's Tony Thompson. I've been creating photo and video content professionally for over 20 years. TonyThompsonProductions.com is my website, and this is my YouTube channel. So, yeah. Thanks for watching.